Hi, this is Dr. Sharmila Majumdar. I'm the chief sexologist and psychoanalyst speaking from Sexual and Mental Health Clinic here at Avis Hospital and signing in from Hi9 web channel. So now we're going to speak about the various ways in which we can prevent sexually transmitted infection. They're very simple, and one has to just make commitment to oneself to first get smart, get to know everything about sexually transmitted infection, what they comprise of, what are the various type of sexually transmitted infections. You have bacterial ones like syphilis and gonorrhea. You have parasitic ones like trich and chlamydia. Then you have viral ones like HPV, genital warts, and human immunodeficiency virus, that is HIV, which converts itself into AIDS. So get smart, know about these infections. What are these infections all about? That's one way in which you can even prevent them, by knowing them. You should know who your enemy is before attacking the enemy. Then next is try and decide to be safe. You have to make a promise, a commitment to your own self, to healthy sexual life, to safe practices of sex, to use condoms, to know your partner well. If you're just going to have a drink and going and having a casual sex, that is risky sexual behavior. So you really cannot prevent, you can't blame anyone but your own self. So you need to know where to start and where to end. You need to make a commitment to your own self, because you live in your body and health is wealth. You need to prevent this infection rather than curing it. That's where the cure is, prevention. Yeah, the next thing what we can do is choose your protection well. So instead of using a latex condom, you can always use a polyurethane condom. If you're okay with latex condoms, use it. Use a nice water-based lubricant. Never use oil-based or lotion-based lubricants. Always only a water-based lubricant, because it does not transmit any infection. And you can choose to have safe sex with your partner. Discuss this with your partner. Next is, you have to talk about it to your partner. You have to talk about the sexually transmitted disorders, and you both can go and just get tested. It's not because it proves anything about anyone or it's wrong or tabooed, but it is a healthy way to be. It's to know the status. Would you not go and get your ECG or your blood pressure checked, or your height or your weight checked, or your blood tested for a blood grouping? It's as simple as that. I mean, you just take a simple, give a little bit of blood or fluid or some cells from your body, a sample, and then you get to know the results. And abstinence is also a way to prevent these infections from spreading further. You can abstain from unhealthy sexual relationships or casual sexual relationships. So abstinence, that's a way. Also, you can be rest assured, by being abstinent you will not have sexually transmitted infection. But of course, if at all you get infected while blood transfusion or while giving a blood sample, you have to watch out for those things too. Always insist on a fresh needle being used and being torn open right in front of your eyes. That way you can definitely prevent STI from being thousands of miles away from you and your life. The last one is, be sexy and safe, and make abstinence sexy. You can always abstain with your partner. It's no big deal. I mean, it makes sex all the more interesting and all the more erotic. You can talk about it, you can foreplay, you can hug, you can kiss, and you don't really have to have sex. And watch out for those symptoms. Any symptoms that you may see in you or your partner, like genital pain, painful intercourse, any discharge from the penis or the vagina, any sores which suddenly come up and disappear on their own. All these are certain symptoms. An unknown myalgia, some flu-like symptoms, throat pain, a constant discomfort in the throat and coughing, and backache or brittle nails, fatigue, all the time feeling very tired and lethargic. That's also another symptom. So check with your doctor, consult your doctor immediately. Once people are under misconception that once you are treated, you don't have to get treated again, or once you have an STI and it's cured, you're never going to get an STI again. That's not, absolutely not true. If you have fever once, do you not get fever again? It's the same way. You can get an STI even if you're cured. The only way to be is to prevent it, is to stay safe, is to stay informed and one step ahead of these infections, so that they don't intrude into our life and make us weaker and interfere in our healthy living. We are being given life so that we can do a lot of constructive, positive things, develop our own selves individually, develop our nation, make ourselves proud, our parents proud, our community and our country proud. And we can do that by having great health and not contracting STIs, because these are something which are serious illnesses which sometimes can be treated if they are caught in time, and sometimes unfortunately they have no cure. You just can make symptoms less worse. That's all that we can do in virally transmitted infections, but otherwise it's difficult in bacterial and parasitic infections. If they're caught in time, yes, we can cure them. Sometimes though they may recur, but in virally transmitted infections there is no cure, there is no vaccine as yet, and we are still working on it. Scientists and researchers are still working on it, but we are still very far from achieving a result. So presently the only thing is educating ourselves and preventing the STIs from spreading. If you have an STI or your partner has an STI, kindly do not have sex until your symptoms are completely gone and your doctor clears you. By doing so, you will be showing a lot of respect to yourself and to your partner, because your symptoms may get worse by having intercourse. So please do not have intercourse if you have contracted any STI, and do not feel ashamed. We are just doctors and not judges. Please come over to us, get yourself treated, become healthy and go back on track. Start living a full healthy life and make it happen for you. Thank you so much.